Is there a source of concern for the upcoming 2022 Sonic game, Sonic Frontiers? To be completely and utterly honest, yes. Sonic Frontiers is a game that should concern you even if it is a little bit. Now, I really hate to admit this because I have said time and time again, I see myself as an optimistic person, especially when it comes to the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. If you ask me how I personally feel about Sonic Frontiers, I would tell you that I'm actually more excited for this than the Sonic movie sequel, despite the fact that we know more about the movie. This is likely just because I'm a blind optimist, which I can admit sometimes can be a very bad thing. But in the case of Sonic, many won't disagree when saying that being optimistic about this particular franchise isn't a good idea. Though it hasn't stopped me before, and it likely won't stop me anytime soon. That being said, I would be lying if I told you that I didn't at least feel a little uneasy regarding Sonic Frontiers. I've already talked about this game on a couple fronts on my channel before. One video I spent time analyzing the trailer, and in another I talked about if this game should be compared to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Two videos I actually had a blast making, that I think you should definitely go check out if you want a little bit more insight on Frontiers. That said though, I didn't really talk about why I feel optimistic or even my entire thoughts on this game. As I've already said before, I do feel pretty positive about it, but I don't want to leave any of you guys with any false sense of security. I don't want to make it seem like I don't feel nervous about Frontiers, because I really do. I want this to be the best Sonic game that I've ever played, and from what little I've already seen of it, it looks like it has the potential to do that. But as many people have already said before, when it comes to games like Sonic 06, what good is potential if the outcome is the exact opposite? We don't even officially know how Sonic Frontiers is going to play, exactly how much work has been done on it, and to be quite honest with you, we hardly even know what Sonic is going to look like. Like I've mentioned in my previous Sonic Frontiers video, we have never even had an open world 3D Sonic game before. Heck, we've never even seen this character in 3D environments such as this before. Suffice to say, it can be really easy to mess it up. But even if you were to put gameplay aside, which is the most important part of any video game, there is still mountains of information that is still unclear. Of course, there have been some very trustworthy leaks out there, but nothing officially stated or confirmed. I'm not saying any of this information to dismay the confidence you may have about the game, or even to lower your expectations, because I'm not lowering mine. I still think that this game will be great based on what little knowledge we actually do have. But then there's the whole idea of Sonic Forces being the last game that Sonic Team made for Sonic the Hedgehog, and then moving on to tackle a game that's going to be made on a much larger scale in Sonic Frontiers. That's a pretty big jump, and in the eyes of many, Sonic Forces was seen as a poor entry in the Sonic series, and that was a boost game. This sudden jump to the unknown after having failed in the known territory is frightening and shouldn't be taken lightly. And again, it also doesn't help that much like Sonic Forces, Sonic Frontiers is loaning itself to ambiguity. We are getting another installment of the Sonic franchise that is seemingly refusing to give us any information whatsoever. That said though, I feel like with Sonic Frontiers trailer in comparison to the Sonic Forces one, Sega seems to be a bit more confident in its creation. They aren't showing a whole lot in this trailer, but we are getting little tidbits, and then we also got this little video showing us a bunch of the environments we can explore as Sonic. But speaking of Sonic, we hardly see him in any of the in-game shots, and the one shot we do see him in looks like it could be the Sonic Forces model. Now we know they aren't using old assets, as this environment is nothing like we've ever seen in a Sonic game before, but Sonic seems to be rehashed for some reason. I'm really hoping this is a placeholder or that it's further modified, but that's just purely banking off of hope. But the one thing I really wanted to tackle is the whole idea of this game being Sonic's last chance. It seems like from the moment we caught wind of this new Sonic game, many have been claiming that this is going to be Sonic's last chance in the gaming industry, which I will say is just too far from the truth. Even if this next Sonic game somehow were to miraculously fail, that wouldn't mean Sonic games nor the Sonic the Hedgehog fanbase or franchise is coming to an end. And I'm not speaking out of optimism or hope or anything like that, I'm speaking purely based off of history. When it comes to Sonic the Hedgehog, there have been some really great games, but also some that have been reviewed as the exact opposite. I'm sure I shouldn't have to remind you, but Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 exists, and while it's a game that I may enjoy, many, and I'm talking many people hated that game. Sonic 06 was one of the worst reviewed games of all time, and you know what's crazier? That was over 15 years ago. In the past 15 years, Sonic the Hedgehog has had around 39 games including mobile games, mainline games, spin-offs, and arcade games, one successful theatrical release with another on the way, one TV show with another on the way, and a plethora of merchandise. Sonic the Hedgehog sells, and again, even if Frontiers is reviewed as a bad game, it's likely to sell anyway. If Sonic the Hedgehog is a revenue-generating franchise, why would Sega kill it? So the phrase, Sonic Frontiers is Sonic's last chance, should be one that only goes for the person who utters the phrase. Sonic Frontiers is Sonic's last chance for them, not in general. So on that front, I don't think there is anything to worry about. Sonic the Hedgehog will be a living franchise for a while, so I don't believe there's anything to worry about regardless of how well Sonic Frontiers may or may not do. I hope that somewhat eases the worry feeling you might have been feeling. That aside though, when it comes to Sonic Frontiers itself, I think we have to think about the facts that we were already provided with. The game releases holiday 2022, which is about a year from now. We don't have any gameplay to work with or examine at the moment, so I honestly believe it depends on whenever we get that, should determine how concerned you should be. Obviously, it hurts quite a bit that we didn't see any gameplay in the first trailer, but if we are to get some within the next few weeks, or at the latest around the summertime, I think I can rest a little easier. But if Sega continues to remain secretive until the very last minute, that concern might be much larger than I may like it to be. Nonetheless, I'm going to stay optimistic. Sonic Frontiers is a game that I believe will be good. What's going on, guys? Thank you all so much for sticking around to the end of the video. Now I want to hear from you. Are you concerned about Sonic Frontiers? Honestly, if you are, it's extremely justified in that sentiment, because we don't have a ton to work with. But if you're not, I'd still love to hear your thoughts anyway in the comment section down below. Anyway, I want to move on to thank my wonderful channel members. Thank you all so much for supporting me and my channel. Y'all are truly the best motivators. Every day I wake up praising the Lord for amazing people like y'all, and I couldn't ask for any better. Y'all are truly the best. If you want to become a member of my channel, there will be a link in the description down below. But if you want to support me through other means, leaving a like, comment, and subscribing definitely goes a super long way. Anyway, with all that said and done, thank you all so much for watching. This is SONICSTA signing out. Have a super blessed day, y'all.
Why are you playing that trash?